Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
should not boo the officials,
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
and should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
And welcome to another edition of Football Night in McAllen ISD. How do you do? I'm Mark May with Mario Reda, coming to you from DQ Fan Field. And tonight, it's a good one, a non-district matchup between the Mackay Bulldogs and the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets. Both of them are 5A schools. As we come up here in the booth, Mario, what do you see as our keys to the game here this evening?
Well, two pretty good teams, Mark, and that's exciting. Early in the year, they'll help each other as the schedule comes up. But the Bulldog passing game is they got close to 600 yards, so 300 yards both games. So that's going to be something to really look at. Can the Yellow Jacket defense stop that? Of course, like any game, the turnovers are always really important. And the possession, the time of possession, both coaches talked about how important it was for today's game especially.
Yeah, Mackay, pretty good offensive team so far, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, if you have two games and you got yourself like 600 yards of total offense right now on the air, I mean, that's pretty good for now.
And averaging, I think, over 40 points a
40
game,
points a game.
Through the first two games. So Mackay's offense has been pretty good. Defense has some question marks, and we'll see how that unfolds here tonight. Let's go to our player profile now. Earlier this week, we talked to wide receiver Finn Henderson. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hi, my name is Finn Henderson, and I play wide receiver for the Mackay Bulldogs.
First down there for Mackay after the catch by Henderson.
So my role varies from scoring touchdowns to blocking for my guys. Under pressure, I do it all.
Throws this, caught, first down and more. That's a catch by Henderson.
Like any deep route, I like to use my speed to take advantage of the DBs. And we put in our work every morning at 5 a.m., so just seeing it come out under the lights is it's special to be a part of. I plan on attending the University of Texas and maybe going to law school.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in
Very good job there by two lovely ladies from the McAllen High School Choir, Samara Magayan and Sofia Barrientos, both under the direction of Mr. Bo Shira over there at McAllen High School. Both of them were winning members of the 2025 San Antonio Jossie Awards for Best Musical. They did a musical of Catch Me If You Can last year, and so great job for those two talented young ladies. And there we see the color guard marching off the field. The color guard tonight consists of the right guard, Delilah Neri, as you can see there. The left guard is Cadet Second Lieutenant Austin Wong. Carrying the U.S. flag is First Lieutenant Ronaldo Lara. Carrying the Texas flag is Command Sergeant Major Kayla Bujanos, and the Bulldog Battalion flag carried by Staff Sergeant Juan Chavez. So just about ready to play some football here in the next moment or so. And let's check in now with our starters and bring up our starting lineups for tonight for the Mackay Bulldogs. And of course, we already saw one of them in Finn Henderson, and McCoy Wolthoff will be the starter at quarterback. He's a senior, played a little bit last year. And then Hunter Morley is the running back. Cinco Jones at wide receiver, followed by Henderson, Albert Alaman, and Talan Garcia. Then the offensive line. Offensive line is Brian Bazan, Corbin Guerrero, Diego Villegas, Matthew Guerra, and Adam Gonzalez. And then looking over at the defense, we've got four-man front, Mason Briones, Fletcher Frisbee, his twin brother Cash Frisbee also, and then in between them is Sam Heffley, two linebackers in Oliver Schwartz and Brian Bettis. Schwartz, the leading tackler on the line on the Bulldog defense last year, and then our four-man secondary. And in the secondary, we have five players there: Aiden Ayala, Elijah Schwartz, Riley Owsley is the rover, Pablo De La Rosa safety, Alex Corpus at corner. And we see the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jackets. They are 1-1 this season, and in their two games, they were able to shut out the Donna Redskins 20-0. They lost to the Mission Veterans Memorial Patriots 34-24 last week. So they come in at 1-1. And for Mackay, they are 1-1 as well. They lost their opener on the road to Los Fresnos 34-28, and then last week beat up the PSA Memorial by a score of 53-20. Here's the officials for tonight there, Mario.
Yes, and the officials led by referee Adrian Elizondo. You have Michael Ochoa, Heriberto Salinas, Frankie Garcia. I understand Mario Lujano's here also, James Ramirez, and the side judge Marvin Martinez. A good little group of 7 officials.
Let's go now to our players to watch for this evening. Players to watch, starting with our visiting team. Now, they have a couple of players who have played quarterback. John Amaya is one of them, and Amaya can play quarterback like he did last week. He can also catch the football, so we'll see him at wide receiver and quarterback likely here tonight. Their other quarterback is Jason Pena. And then for the Mackay Bulldogs, how about their quarterback? And we talked about that man, McCoy Wolthoff. And Wolthoff has passed for close to 600 yards, completed 64% of his passes, and has 6 touchdown throws already this season. They're doing the coin toss now at midfield. There we see our captains out there tonight. That is Finn Henderson on the left, and that 64 is their center, Diego Villegas. And then you've got number 94, that's one of the Frisbees in Cash Frisbee. And then number 0 is Oliver Schwartz. And then
Mackay has won the toss right now and elected to defer. They will receive at the south end of the goal. Gentlemen, shake hands. Good luck.
Pablo De La Rosa. And the other one is Wolthoff, the quarterback. So teams shake hands.
Correction. Mackay will be kicking from the south end.
Brand new last year. 5,000 square feet, more than 10 times the size of the previous one.
And we can say we're spoiled, Mark, being in this press box. No press box like this in the Rio Grande Valley. Beautiful.
Yeah, the best scoreboard over there. We just got that almost 10 years ago. And there we see the head coach, Victor Cardenas, in his 4th year as head coach of the Yellow Jackets, giving some last-minute instructions to his players.
You know, the last time he was on this field, Mark, was a few years ago. He was actually on the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jacket team that was playing in a regional semifinal. I don't even remember. They were playing at, I do believe, Corpus Christi, Calal. Both teams were 13-0.
Oh, yes.
It was a packed house. It was an unbelievable. And he said, man, I just got a different feeling. I'm back here as a coach. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, deja vu all over again. Patrick Shelby in his 7th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. They just narrowly missed the playoffs last year on a tiebreaker. They were in a 3-way tiebreak with Mission Eagles and La Jolla Palmview. And Palmview and Mission both advanced, and Mackay stayed home. So just a razor-thin difference kept Mackay out last year. They did make the playoffs 2 years ago, back in 2023, looking to get back there again this year. That team, Edcouch Elsa, was in the playoffs last year. They went 2 rounds deep. They finished the year at 9-3 under Coach Victor Cardenas. Now here they are, Mackay going to kick off. That's Cash Caceres. He's a senior. A lot of seniors on this team. In fact, Mackay has 9 seniors starting on offense. They've got 8 starting on defense. And here's the kickoff. Edcouch Elsa will field at their 14-yard line. Cross the 20, now the 25, ball comes loose. Ball is loose on the turf, and Mackay appears to have it. And right on the opening kickoff, the ball squirts out, and the Mackay Bulldogs come away with it. And it looks like number 5,
the ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Mackay. First down.
Opportunistic, but we talked about it in our keys to the game, and right on the first play is avoid turnovers. It looked like the Yellow Jackets were going to have a pretty good field position to start off their first offensive possession. And a good hit there. I didn't get the kid that caused the fumble, so he deserves an assist for causing the fumble for Cinco Jones at the right place at the right time.
So Mackay will start with the opening possession with 11:52 to go here in the first quarter. And Mackay has it in good field position at the Edcouch 42-yard line. And here's Woltoff back to throws, flushed out. Now he's going to tuck it and run it. And is bounced out of bounds after about a 3-yard pickup to the Edcouch 39.
No surprise, first offensive possession for offensive coordinator Philip Romero, calling a passing play, but give credit to the Mackay Bulldog offensive line. They provided the protection. There was nowhere to throw, and he did the right thing. Woltoff taking off and not having a turnover, and at least he gained about 3 yards.
4-man defensive front for Edcouch Elsa. Man goes in motion, that's Henderson. We're going to hand this off to the running back, Hunter Morley. Morley's been doing pretty well in the first couple of games. He's across the 35 to the 33. Gain of 6 on the play, and he'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Morley came into this game almost averaging 10 yards per carry. Pretty good job on the right side. And Morley, got to give him credit. He allowed the blockers to provide the open field, and then he took advantage of it. And this is what situation you want to be in, a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Woltoff wants to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. He's trying to catch Edcouch Elsa off guard a little bit. They go to the air, throw to Morley, the running back, and he's unable to hang on.
And many times when you have a 3rd and 1 situation, you usually don't pass, but that play was there for the taking. So now a 4th and 1, and they're going for it.
Yeah, looks like they'll go for it here. 4th and 1, deep in the Yellow Jacket into the field. It could be trying to draw them offside. There's still 15 seconds on the play clock, and it goes to Morley. And Morley surges across the 30 and has the first down easily.
That was a pretty good little quick play. Getting the first down.
Yeah, it was a direct snap to Morley. And so they convert on 4th down, move the chains. It's the Yellow Jacket marching band. Woltoff out of the gun on 1st down at the 28. being flushed out, finds an open man. That's Jones. And Jones is bounced out inside the 20-yard line at the 19.
And that's reception number 5 for Jones. Once again, I'm impressed on that play there. Quarterback Wultoff had all night. Great protection. And then he rolls out and finds the open man.
Had enough time to order a hot dog and popcorn back there.
And nachos.
Man goes in motion. That's the tight end, Garcia. Lines up in the slot on the left side. Handoff, Morley. And Morley picks up 1 yard. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
And that's what makes this Bulldog offense here early in the season tough to stop. When you're able to pass and get big yards on that first down possession and make it a 3rd and 1 situation, second time already that they have a 3rd and 1 situation here early in the game.
Look at an eye backfield. Man in motion is Garcia. Handoff Morley on 3rd and short. Picks up the first down with a surge all the way to the 16, a pickup of 2. And they'll move the chains again.
So far, so good for the big Bulldog offensive line, opening up holes and providing protection in the passing game. And this is what puts those defensive coordinators in a tough situation. Like, well, what do you do? Everything is working. How can we stop this offense?
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Wultoff wants to throw, is caught in the backfield, and he'll be sacked. A couple of jackets there. Bring him down for a loss. Pedro Trevino, defensive lineman, and also the linebacker, Servando Garcia.
Good call on the defensive side by the Edcouch Elsa Yellow Jacket defensive coordinator. I mean, there's nothing that Wultoff could do. And that's how you stop possessions. Either you get yourself a turnover or you get yourself a sack and put the Bulldogs in a 2nd and 19 situation.
Yeah, loss of 9 there. Wultoff had no chance to even get rid of the football. So 2nd down, 19, low snap. Again, hands it off to Morley. Morley was in trouble from the get-go, was able to get to the 25, which is the line of scrimmage. And I'll bring up 3rd and 19.
Because the ball is where the ball is, Mark. This play, nothing happened, not too much. Edcouch Elsa was expecting it. But now with the 3rd and 19, a 20 situation, they actually lost a yard. You're going to try to see if you can get yourself maybe 10 yards on this play. Because I don't know if they can kick a field goal from here.
So 3rd and 19, Wultoff with plenty of time. Over the middle, Jones caught it at the 15. First down inside the 5, still going, and a touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs. Cinco Jones from 25 yards out on the pass from Wultoff.
Boy, he really wanted that, Mark, and what a call. I mean, it looked like there was 2 Bulldogs in the same area, but well designed. And Jones, wow. He had the opportunity to get that, but he's at the 1 yard line. I thought he had
he's
scored.
Down at the 1, you're right.
But he really wanted it, Mark. He's thinking like, hey, there's no reviews from up here.
The ruling on the field was a touchdown.
Oh, now it's a touchdown, Mark.
Oh, they talked it over and decided it was a touchdown after all. It did look from up here that he had crossed the plane of the end zone.
Well, if anything, they should give him a touchdown, because when we see the replay, you're going to see that we got to give him credit for what he did. I mean, he caught it. It was just one of those plays to get a first down, and he just kept on going. He lowered his head and went for that pay dirt.
Extra point try, snap, and Cáceres' kick is good. And the Mackay Bulldogs lead 7-0 over Edcouch Elsa with 7:45 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more football night at McAllen ISD after this.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
Welcome back to DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. This, by the way, the 50th season of the glorious stadium, iconic stadium here in the Rio Grande Valley. Opened, first season was in 1976. Cinco Jones, what a great
way
playmaker.
to start.
Yeah, he started the drive with the fumble recovery and then made the touchdown, 25-yard pass.
Yeah, so far he's the MVP of the game.
Yeah, so far. And here's the kick from Cáceres. It's fielded about the 17. Run up across the 30 and still going across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. So about a 20-yard return there for Edcouch Elsa's Marcus Garcia. Let's take another look at that touchdown here.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 30 of the kicking team, 15-yard penalty,
It was a great
first down.
route and a great throw. But look at all the yards he got after he caught the ball. 10 yards, and then he should have been down, but he really wanted that touchdown. And there's the ball right there. Good call by the officials. It did go over the white line.
Yeah.
So that's a touchdown. And Cinco deserves it. I mean, he's done it all so far. What a game for him. There is a penalty on that play, or no, they're not. We're ready to go. Yes, there was, because look at the ball is now on the McAllen 49-yard line.
Yeah, a penalty against the Bulldogs there. And the Bulldogs with the big defensive play here on first down as they tackle Israel Campos.
Great job
in the backfield
by Mason Briones. I mean, he got in there, and that's a loss of about 4 yards. It doesn't count as a sack, but you might as well call it a sack. I mean, loss of yards. Good job of getting in there quickly.
So it's second down. And a long way now. Second down and 14. And here's another running play, and this one goes nowhere as well. The Bulldogs just all over it, controlling that line of scrimmage right now. Got a tackle on the play there by the defensive end, Mason Briones.
Not only Mason is in already on his second tackle, but man, it was about 4 or 5 other Bulldogs that will get credit for the tackle. In at quarterback is Peña, the junior. 14 out of 20. So this is definitely a passing down, and we'll see what Peña can do. Put it in the air. Jason Peña, junior quarterback for the Jackets.
Wants to throw, and this is not caught. A chance for a catch there by Irvin Melgoza, but unable to bring it in. And it'll be fourth down here for Edcouch Elsa.
It would not have been enough yardage for a first down, but anything, you try to get a completion, try to get something positive as they move forward. But the receiver did what a lot of outstanding receivers, even in the NFL, do. They try to run before they catch the ball.
So we've got the puncher out there, and that is Diego Salinas. He's also their kicker on extra points and field goals. Back to receive for the Bulldogs, we have Elijah Schwartz. He's a safety. Also plays on the punt return. Catches this at his 20. And has a wall there at the 30. Has some blocking. Now at the 40. He's going to cut inside at the Edcouch 40. One man to beat. He's at the 25 and touchdown. Bulldogs. Wow. An 80-yard punt return by Schwartz. And they're up 13-0. Bulldogs putting on a show here tonight.
He made it look easy, Mark, didn't he?
They had some great blocking, too. They had the wall set up there on the left side of the field.
And the other
No
thing he
flags
did
on the
was
play.
instead of going out of bounds, I thought he was going to go out of bounds. He just made a couple upfield. It was an excellent cut, and he said, forget about it. I'm going to go get myself a touchdown.
Extra point try is up, and it is good by the kicker, Cash Cáceres. And it's now 14-0. We're going to take a break now. Bulldogs up by 2 touchdowns. Here with some explosive attacking. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna and the rest of our award-winning broadcast crew. We can do entertaining action here so far. Mackay up 14-0. This is a kickoff fielded at the 6, across the 20, then hit, and down about the 26-yard line. And on the return there for Edcouch Elsa is Mason Villapando.
And we know last week the Yellow Jackets won 20-0. They were ahead, but they're not used to being down, especially 14-0 with 5:50 left in the first quarter. So here's where a good offense will settle down. As you take a look at the replay, look at all the moves that he put on. I thought he was going to go out of bounds right here, but he just kept going and pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt, touchdown.
First touchdown of the year for the special teams and for Elijah Schwartz. Edcouch has it at their own 26 now as they run it across the 30 up to about the 33-yard line.
So far early in the season, the Yellow Jackets, they do like to run. That's their primary way of setting up their offense, get their running game going, but they're capable of putting it up in the air too. So you just got to establish something and go from there.
Yeah, I believe that was Aiden Mercado who had the carry there. Gain of 7 on the play. And here's a run up the middle, up to about the 39. That'll be a first down.
That's a good start for the Yellow Jacket offense to get themselves their first down of the game. It's important here in this possession. They can get themselves a couple of first downs, stay on the field a little bit, get that momentum, that confidence on the offensive side.
I believe that was Marcus Garcia on the carry. See, the quarterback is Jason Pena. He was the one that was out injured last week in that game against Mission Veterans Memorial. And he drew the start tonight, which means Amaya will be playing at the wide receiver spot. Another short run here by the Yellow Jackets. Up across the 40 to the 41, a pickup of 2.
That's what you call team defense. And let's keep an eye on Schwartz, number 0. He came into this game with 31 total tackles.
2nd and 8 now here for the Yellow Jackets. 2 men in the backfield for Pena. Wants to throw, being chased. Chased by Schwartz.
Uh-oh, that's going to be a penalty, Mark. I threw that flag from up here. You can't do that.
Yep, big hit there, out of bounds. And that'll tack on 15 yards after the Bulldogs had looked like they were going to hold Edcouch Elsa to a 3rd and long situation.
That will help them because it should be a 15-yarder, no, Mark?
Yeah, that'll be 15 yards. The personal foul.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 23 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And we're talking about Schwartz. Schwartz is the one that was putting on the pressure, which is finished. There he goes. And
yeah, and then Schwartz holds back, and then a teammate comes in after he'd already stepped out of bounds.
And you can see Coach Shelby's reaction like, oh, no, we're not supposed to do that.
Here's a play action throw over the middle and incomplete. Broken up by Elijah Schwartz, who had scored the punt return touchdown a moment ago. Looked like it was intended for Villapando. And this will bring up 2nd and 10.
And it looked like that ball was going to be caught, but Elijah Schwartz did a good job of not committing defensive pass interference. Waited, went around the receiver, and knocked the ball down. Very nicely done.
So at the 44-yard line, Bulldog territory, it's a handoff. And this is big yardage here for Edcouch Elsa, and some powerful running there by Mercado.
Man, Mercado put his head down, and he was determined to go get the first down.
Mercado came into tonight as the leading rusher for the Yellow Jackets with 47 yards through the first 2 games. Has a couple of scores, showing some tough running right there.
That's what you want out of your running backs, that determination to go get that first down.
So 2 first downs on this drive now for the Yellow Jackets. This, by the way, only the second meeting ever between these 2 teams.
You got to be kidding,
Which
Mark.
is, yeah, it's amazing because both their programs go back decades. But their first meeting was just last year, a 17-14 Edcouch Elsa win. Throwing long over the middle and incomplete. It's intended for Villapando. It'll be 2nd and 10 again.
And slightly overthrown by Peña. The thing is, Peña didn't play last week, so he could be just trying to get back into the groove.
We appreciate Mr. Juan Medrano, who's a
he's
longtime Bulldog football historian, has all the records against every team they've ever played. 1-loss records for every season, and is able to tell me an amazing bit of trivia that these 2 teams have only played one other time. Man goes in motion. That's Villapando. And here's a completed pass. This is to Aiden Garcia. Garcia up to about the 29-yard line with gain of 5.
And that's a play right there, Mark. That's a very well-designed play. Misdirection. Set up a little short screen to get some positive yards, and you'll take them. If it wasn't for a good defensive play, he could have gone for more.
Good open field tackle there by Schwartz.
I have a feeling we're going to call Schwartz on defense a lot, Mark. Whether it's
I imagine. Over 100 times last year. So here we go. A 3rd down and 5 now. Long throw. Man is open. It's caught. And it's a touchdown for Edcouch Elsa. And it's the man we had as a player to watch, John Amaya.
That's true.
Scoring his 3rd touchdown of the season.
See, in that last play, it was slightly overthrown. You know that he was not going to do that again. And it all starts, Mark, with when you start running the ball and you start getting first downs and your defense starts thinking they're going to run the ball. And then all of a sudden, they come up and with that explosive play, receiver was wide open. Nice pass by Peña.
7 plays, 74-yard drive. And here's the extra point try, and this will be their kicker, Diego Salinas. Take the kick.
Watch how far he's going to kick it, Mark. He's kicked a 50-yarder as a sophomore.
And Maya's the holder. Low snap, kick is away in time, and it's good. 7-0 our score. Or excuse me, 14-7 in favor of the Bulldogs.
Well, that's a good response by the Jacket offense, coming in there when you're down 14-0. We have another penalty.
Offsides on the defense, number 94. That penalty is declined. The result of the try is good.
You'll take your 7 points.
Now we'll go to the smile cam. And everybody's got something to smile about here tonight with 3 scores in the first quarter alone.
And now that the sun went down, Mark, probably a pretty nice evening to be out there, enjoying a pretty good game so far. Now, was that the band, Mark?
It was.
There's something that maybe our director can show us way down there on the south side. They have like this little globe, it looks like, and it's part of the band production.
Yeah, I think it's going to be part of the band's
And I'm saying,
props
like,
at halftime.
I had never seen anything like that, and they were real proud. The parents were setting it up. They're real proud of their production, that the fans better be ready for that treat.
And here's a popped up, kind of an onside kick of sorts by Edcouch Elsa, but it goes out of play. And the Bulldogs will have good field position now. A lot of a bag of tricks on both sides here tonight. And we'll get the explanation.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball we place 5 yards from where it went out of bounds. First down.
So far, the battle of the special teams have definitely been won by the Mackay Bulldog offense with, of course, a punt return for a touchdown and good field position. I mean, anytime you start right there close to the 50-yard line, it's a big win for your special teams.
Yeah, the ball was placed where it went out of bounds, since that's further up the field than normal. If it goes out of bounds inside the 30, they bring it out to the 30. And there's Morley. Morley loses yards, actually, back to the 44. Loss of 3 on the play.
Marcos Garcia came up quickly to make sure that Morley did not turn upfield. There you go, good hit. And then he had some assistance. And that's the thing, who wins the battle of first downs? You either go 2nd and 6 maybe, or 2nd and 13, and that's quite different.
3 down linemen. They're going to rush a linebacker here, setting up the screen. This is caught by Morley. Has some room to work with. Crosses midfield. Gets into jacket territory to about the 47. And it's a gain of 10 on the play.
Very well designed play. It worked pretty good. Woltoff just went back, allowed some of the defensive linemen to penetrate. And then nice pass. Had some blockers up front. And wow, he lowered the boom on that defensive player there.
So it'll be 3rd down and short now here for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 4. They're 1 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. Woltoff to throw, has time, over the middle, too high. It's intended for his tight end, Garcia. And the Bulldogs, we'll see what they decide to do here. They've gone for it a couple of times already tonight.
I think they're going to punt it, Mark. But that was another well-designed play. It was open, slightly overthrown. These are the plays here, the 3rd game of the year, that probably by the 5th or 6th, or maybe next week, after they practice, Mark, those are the plays that will be executed correctly.
Garcia unable to go up and grab that one. So 4th down, the punting unit is on for the first time. Aiming for the corner, and it's caught at the, looks like the 13-yard line by Edcouch Elsa's Marcus Garcia. And Edcouch Elsa will start it from there with 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
This is why it was so important for the Jacket offense to get something going. You know, you kept your defense on the sideline. Probably the coaches were able to coach them a little bit longer. And you score a touchdown, so your offense motivates your defense, go get us a stop, and they did it. You don't want to let the game go too early where you're down 2 or 3 scores in the first quarter. So that was an excellent response by the Yellow Jackets.
You see the flag there at half staff due to the tragic shooting in Utah. Here's a handoff. A first down and more here. There's a big run here for Aiden Garcia.
He refused to go down. Aiden Garcia came into this game not with too many yards, but on that one, he looked pretty good.
17-yard pickup. This will move the chains.
That's what makes a good running back, Mark. It's what they call the yards after contact. He gained about 6 or 7 yards after the initial contact.
Pablo De La Rosa, their senior safety making the tackle, number 13 on the right of your screen.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty quick quarter. And pretty competitive. 14-7 our score at the end of one. Mackay Bulldogs in front. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And back here for the start of the second quarter, 14-7, Bulldogs in front. Edcouch Elsa, the 1st and 10 at their own 30. Handing this one off, looks like it's going to lose a yard. It's a short run there by Aiden Mercado. This will bring up 2nd and 11.
Number 50 for the Bulldogs was Julio Martinez right away.
So 2nd and 11 now. 2 men in the backfield. Here's a pitch out wide, and this is going to go nowhere. It's Aiden Garcia on the pitch. He's going to lose yardage back to the 23, a loss of 6.
And the Bulldogs were ready for that. That's probably the kind of play that you saw it over and over on film. And they made sure that nothing was going to go outside the hash marks on that one.
It was the safety, Pablo De La Rosa, who ran into the backfield to wreak some havoc. Oliver Schwartz also back there. Bulldogs have held the Jackets to 30 yards rushing so far. Shotgun snap to the left-hander, Pena. Pena buys himself some time. Throw and incomplete. On 3rd and 16, they'll bring out the punting unit. It looks like it was intended for Garcia. And they'll have to punt for the second time.
So the Bulldog defense gets a stop.
Another look at it here. You can see Pena had a lot of time. Wasn't quite able to get it to Garcia.
I think Garcia fell down.
Yeah, and Pena was also throwing across his body. She can't get as much distance. So 4th and 16 here, and Salinas out there for the punt. Last time, this is going to go high. Mackay will be able to return this. Caught at their 41. Trying to dash up the middle. A flag is down. And across the 45 up to about the 47. Nice return there by, that was Greg Cedillo.
Probably going to come back. An illegal block or something.
During the return, holding number 11 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
3rd penalty on the Bulldogs here in a little over 1 quarter of play. Look at this play again.
Pretty nice run.
There's Cedillo made the catch. And it looked like a holding over there on the far side, just to the left of the returner. So Bulldogs backed up after the 10-yard penalty to their 36-yard line. They run that to Morley. It's going to be gain of 3 and 2nd and 7.
Morley came into this game that with the 58 yards. I haven't seen Alvarez, who is a Bulldog, came in here with close to 150 yards rushing.
Swoltoff looking long, throws into the seam. It's caught for a first down. And a terrific catch made there by a Bulldog receiver. That was Greg Cedillo.
You know,
at the punt return a moment ago.
Mark, that was a nice catch. I think the ball was a little bit high. It was where it needed to be. If we take a look at the replay, and he went up there with his hands and grabbed it. And after he got hit, more importantly, he hung on to the ball.
First down after a 19-yard pickup there. They're in Jacket territory at the 42. Long throw to the left side, and just incomplete. Was trying to hit Finn Henderson. It's the first time they've targeted Finn here tonight.
Yeah, Finn Henderson's so far he's had a brilliant year coming into this game with 12 receptions for 220 yards. Just a little bit overthrown, but who knows?
Half of his receptions have gone for touchdowns.
That's something I noticed on the stat sheet. 6 touchdowns out of 12 receptions, that's amazing.
And here's a quick throw. Skinny post, picks up the first down, and inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. And that's Henderson again, so they go to him twice.
I like that. You know, they didn't complete the other one, but you know, that play, the previous play, basically set this one up because they know he can go deep, so now you're protecting against the deep route, and it left the short route open.
You're right about that. Yeah, you're going to be worried about getting get beat again, and they that time throw him to him on a short pass. And we see Woltoff right there. So far, he's completed 6 of 8 passes for 73 yards. And off Morley, breaks into the open field. Flag goes down, crosses at the 10, still on his feet at the 5, down to about the 1-yard line. But there is a flag back at the 25.
I think it's going to come back, Mark, especially where they threw the flag and the Bulldogs' offense is already retrieving.
Holding, offense number 78. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
That was a pretty nice little play. Developed, good blocking, but you just can't hold.
There's a holding occurred right where he broke into the secondary. You see he almost scored there, but they have to move the ball back to the 38.
And you know, that's the thing about football, Mark. If you're going to commit an infraction, don't do it in front of an official that's going to catch you.
So this will be 1st and 20. You need to get inside the 19 to pick up the first down. Woltoff looking to throw. His pass is tipped at the line and falls incomplete. And I'll bring up 2nd and 20.
And give the Edcouch Elsa defense credit on that, especially the defensive backs and safety. They didn't allow for anything to be open. Woltoff did the right thing. He tried, but he probably would have gotten about 5 yards on that one, but if it wasn't for the tip.
So 2nd and 20 here. It's a rollout and caught by Henderson. Or actually, that's Jones. Jones, who caught the touchdown for him earlier, is wrestled out of bounds at the 29. So got most of the penalty yardage back, but it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Anytime you design a play where your quarterback has to roll to his throwing area, that makes it hard for the defense to get to the quarterback. It allows you a few extra seconds to let a play develop, and it was a good route by Jones. So who do you go to, Jones or to Henderson?
Yeah, I think either one's a good choice. You got Jones lined up wide to the right side. Henderson at the top of your screen. They're going to throw over the middle. It's caught. First down. That's Aleman. And Aleman wrestled down inside the 15.
I see the defense was thinking the same thing. We were thinking, Mark, who do you go to, Jones or Henderson? And that helps to get Alberto Aleman, the junior wide receiver, wide open. Nice design and right on the money on the pass.
All the way down to the 12-yard line, a 17-yard pickup on 3rd and 9. Salaman with his first catch of the season. And here is a snap to Waltoff. Takes off with it inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line, and a gain of 9.
And that shows you that Woltoff is also very capable of running. I think he prefers to throw, and the way he's been throwing so far this season, I would rather go with him throwing. He can run the ball too. Very quick.
So now 2nd down and 2. Snap to Waltoff, and a play is blown dead, and this is likely against the offense.
Illegal snap. Number 64 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Illegal snap. I don't think I've heard that one before. It's on the center.
He must have done something where he faked it or he moved the ball, and centers can't
yeah,
do that.
Move the ball slightly, like feigning a snap, or you could see him extend his arms in that replay, like, what did I do? Or maybe picked the ball up off the turf and then snapped it.
He knew it was him.
That it was something.
And if we're at a volleyball game, the girls would be saying, you can't do that, you can't do that, but this is football. I think the Bulldogs are going to have to take a timeout.
McAllen. This is their first charge timeout of the half.
So the Bulldogs call timeout with 5:43 to play here in the first half, and we'll take a break. Bulldogs facing a 2nd and 7 when we come back. McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And welcome back. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Jackets marching band, the Bulldogs marching band, and plus a special awareness campaign called by the Greater Gold Foundation, bringing forth awareness about childhood cancer.
I love that what McAllen ISD does.
Also going to have the main event fan of the game in a moment. Here's Waltoff to throw on 2nd down. Was trying to hit Henderson, and it's going to be incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
A very rare drop on that possession. So yeah, that halftime show for McAllen Bulldogs is Atlas. And I'm really going to stay up here, Mark, and take a look at it because it looks like very interesting.
Well, that would explain why they have that big globe.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on
Wasn't
down
Atlas
here?
the guy who was, you always see him carrying the entire world on his shoulders?
That's true, Mark.
From Greek mythology?
I'm glad you know your history.
Or mythology in that case. Here's Waltoff on 3rd and 7. Being flushed out of the pocket. Gonna run for it. He's got a chance at the goal line and touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Wow, Mark, his instinct, they're there. And that's why he's the quarterback. McCoy Woltoff, he went back, had time, just didn't spot an open receiver. And when he saw a slight hole to the right, he decided to take it, and it worked out pretty good for him.
So the Bulldogs will line up for the extra point try now after their 3rd TD of the night. Waltoff runs in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Here's the extra point tries up and good by Cáceres, and it's now 21-7. 5:25 to play here in the 2nd quarter. I think we've got the fan cam coming up now. A lot of fans here tonight enjoying this.
I don't know, they know they're on the fan cam, Mark. Okay, our stadium announcer, Celso Gonzalez, encouraging the fans to look at themselves.
There's a young fan there, future Bulldog probably.
You know the student section always responds. Well, with 5:25 still to go here in the second quarter, 21-7, the Bulldogs up. Gives the Yellow Jacket offense opportunity to see if they can create something positive before they go into halftime.
Here's the kick by Cáceres. And it's going to go out of the back of the end zone. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Edcouch Elsa will start from there. They have all three of their timeouts with 5:25 to play here in the first half. Down by 2 scores. Going to take another look at the touchdown run here, the 8-yard scamper by Woltoff. And this came on 3rd down.
He had time mark and the rollout. He's quick. The value of a quarterback that can run is incredible.
Bulldogs with 7 first down in the games, 4 first downs for Edcouch Elsa. A handoff. And looks like maybe a short gain there for Mercado. Bring up 2nd down.
And being this is the first game of the season here for the Bulldogs, and we're really taking a look at McCoy Woltoff Mark. He has been very impressive. He looks very confident. Lots of poise, and look for him to have a big year.
Mercado did get credited for a yard there. 2nd down and 9. Clock is running, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They've got a wing left as well. Back to throw is Pena. Pena unleashes over the middle and incomplete. Was intended for Amaya, and good coverage on the play by David Mercado.
And that's what makes it hard for a team, Mark, when you're really not a passing team. You can pass, but that's not your game plan. And you want to get into the end zone with about 5 minutes to go, and you're a running team. It makes it hard. Makes it hard to be successful. And they better look out, Mark, because it's 3rd and 9. If they give the ball back to the Bulldogs with about 4 minutes to go, that could spell trouble.
3rd and 9. Jackets pick up the blitz. And pass incomplete. Nowhere really to throw there for Pena as Mackay had it well defended. And bring up 4th and 9. And that's the doomsday scenario you just described, Mario.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, Mark. The drop says no completion. That almost serves like a timeout. As the pressure put on quickly. Anytime you put pressure on the quarterback, of course, their success rate is not as high. And the Bulldogs do have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, Mark. I remembered about that new rule this year. A free extra timeout at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, and we can look forward to our main event fan of the game at that point. Here's Salinas to punt. Had some pressure. Bulldogs let this go, and now they take it and are immediately tackled. That was Cedillo. And I caught it over the shoulder, says that's on me.
Yes, because he knows that was a dangerous play. He could have easily fumbled.
Of course, if he doesn't catch it, the ball probably rolls another 10 or 15 yards. So he was kind of in a no-win situation.
Well, I think this possession is more important for the Jackets. There was a penalty. I think it's important for the Jackets to get a stop, Mark, because if the Bulldogs put more points, it's going to be hard for the Yellow Jackets to come back.
Yeah, Mackay came in averaging 40.5 points through their first 2 games, 28 against Los Fresnos, 53
Running
last
into
week.
the kicker, number 23 of the receiving team. That penalty has been declined. It'll be 1st down over there.
I'll explain why that the Yellow Jackets decided to decline that. It's because running into the kicker is not the same as roughing the kicker. It's not an automatic first down. They were at 4th and 16. They would have just had to punt again at 4th and 11. So since they had a good punt with no return, they decided to just decline it.
That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick, and it'll still be first down.
Oh, and he just said that will be enforced at the end of the kick.
Yeah, well, somehow...
I didn't know you could choose to do that.
Well, somehow you got to give some kind of penalty for the infraction, and that's how you give the penalty. But it's interesting that the keys to the game for Coach Cardenas was to control the clock. They have not been able to do that. To create turnovers, they themselves had a turnover, and that's what put them in trouble. So he kind of was real prophetic with that, knowing that they had to do good with that.
The Bulldogs move back to their 34, 1st and 10. Man goes in motion, loses the ball in the backfield, and Edcouch Elsa comes away with it.
You're talking about a gift right there, Mark.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Edcouch Elsa. First down.
And the Bulldogs have a miscue in their offensive backfield.
I think this is a double miscue, Mark, because it was kind of like lack of execution. Nobody, sometimes if a running back gets hit real hard and it causes a fumble, or they punch the ball out for a fumble, you can say, okay, that was caused by the defense. But when you create your own turnover, that's not what you want. And with an opportunity to try to put points up, you're 21-7, 4:10 to go. Now you gave the Yellow Jackets a new life. And if they can score something here and go into halftime with the momentum on their side, it's just a different feel for a game.
So with 4:10 to play in the first half, still all 3 timeouts in the pocket of the Yellow Jackets. You've got their quarterback, Peña, in the gun. Garcia behind him. It's going to be a toss to Garcia, and now it's blown dead, and a timeout apparently
Before the
called.
snap, timeout. Edcouch Elsa. This is their first charge timeout of the half.
The way they wanted them, so they called the timeout.
So timeout with 4:08 to play. 21-7 our score. Touchdowns for the Bulldogs by Cinco Jones on a 25-yard catch from Woltoff. And then Schwartz had an 80-yard punt return, and then Woltoff ran one in from 8 yards for the Bulldogs, 3 scores, and Amaya scoring for the Yellow Jackets. Let's take a break. 21-7 our score. We'll be right back.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford, or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And welcome back to DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna. And Yellow Jackets took their first time out a moment ago with 4:08 showing. Handoff, that's Garcia. Garcia still on his feet. And now wrestled down back at the 30, but I think they'll give him forward progress.
Good job by Garcia. That's as determined as any running back I've seen all year here on this field in 3 games. He just refused to go down. Kept his legs going.
We're going to give him credit to the 27. Actually, just a 1-yard gain for all that effort. I see some cheerleaders and some ROTC students on the sideline. A lot of programs that contribute on our Football Fridays. A lot of students out there getting some life experience. And there's a handoff. Big hole here for Mercado. Close to a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short as he is all the way to the 21.
You can see the Yellow Jackets going in with a couple of running plays because still got 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go, 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. So there's plenty of time for them to either run the ball or to throw the ball. And because they're more of a running team, more than likely they like to put the ball, go with a rushing attack.
3rd down and 3. Jackets 0 for 2 tonight on 3rd down. 4 down linemen for the Bulldogs. They're going to put the blitz on here, and this is Garcia trying to get outside. and does so, gets inside the 20 and picks up the first down, or at least is very close to it.
I don't know, based on where I saw the foot by the side judge, if it's going to be a first down. But the good thing is that he did stop the clock by going out of bounds.
You see it on the replay there, and it looks like it is a first down as they move the chains. That was Elisha Schwartz wrestling him out of bounds. So he got all the way to the 18-yard line. There's a handoff. This is Garcia again. He's trying to dance his way outside. Almost came free, but the Bulldogs grabbed a hold of him. Hold him to a short gain and bring up second down.
For the most part, the Bulldog defense has been very aggressive. And a lot of plays, you don't only see a solo tackle, you'll see a bunch of Bulldogs, 4 or 5 of them, almost on every play. The clock keeps running, and now we're going to stop at the 2-minute warning mark.
That's right, the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout. Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 2 minutes.
The main event fan of the game.
So that happens at the 2-minute mark in the first half, all year mark?
Yeah, first half and second half.
And how do you get to be the fan of the game?
Well, I have to ask main event.
Okay.
I guess the most spirited. And there they
Clock
are down
operator.
there.
All right.
Please reset
And
the game clock
Eli
to 2
Sines
minutes.
is the Bulldog fan of the game with one of our school board members in the black jersey is Miss Sofia Pena.
I know Eli Sines.
And we also have Miss Stephanie Friedland, who's wearing the tartan pattern there. She's the principal at Mackay. A couple of our school district leaders, Dr. Rosaba de Hoyos on the right, and Dr. Albert Canales, former principal at Mackay, now head of human resources for McAllen High School. And we got some McAllen High assistant principals on the left side there. Also their head counselor, Miss Jody Pena, over on the right side.
I know why Mr. Sines, I mean, this guy is what definition of a Mackay Bulldog fan. He bleeds purple and gold, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I see him at a restaurant or anywhere, all he does is talk about McAllen Bulldog, McAllen High School, and sports, and no surprise there.
Yeah, and out of all those people you see, one fan stood out, and that was Mr. Eli Sines. So we appreciate Main Event for recognizing our fans here. As a toss on 2nd and 9 to Garcia is brought down at the 20. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards and bring up 3rd and long.
And Mark, you know I have a grandson, and anytime I ask him, what do you want to do? Want to go to a movie? Want to go do something? He'll say, I want to go to Main Event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff to do there.
Certainly a lot of stuff that wasn't there when we were in our youth.
Yeah, they weren't invented yet.
Back in my day, I don't know about you, Mark, but we had foosball. That was what we used to do. A couple of video games like Pac-Man or
that
what
and
was
billiards.
It? Yeah, billiards.
Yeah.
And Galaga.
Okay, I was a Galaga fan. Here, back to throw is Pena. Throw the end zone and incomplete. Kind of faded on him there at the last moment, and that'll bring up 4th down. This pass was intended for Amaya.
I think the Jackets will probably take the 3 points, Mark. They have an excellent field goal kicker. I think his sophomore year, when he was on the JV, he kicked a 52-yarder.
Wow.
So, has a great leg.
It's NFL caliber.
He shouldn't have any problem on the distance. It's all about making sure it goes in between those goalposts.
Well, this will be from 37 yards. It's on the right hash. He'll have to hook it a little bit. Now I think the Jackets are going to call timeout and talk about
Edcouch Elsa. This is their second charge timeout of the half.
Maybe the play clock was getting away from them. They didn't want to give up 5 more yards, being 37 yards out already. Let's go ahead and take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And we're back here on football night in McAllen ISD. First of two times we're going to see the Bulldogs in the next week. We'll see them again next Thursday. And wow, what a beautiful shot there, the gorgeous city of McAllen skyline.
Is there a camera up there in the sky somewhere? How does this work, Mark?
Well, it involves some helium balloons and some of our whiz kid science kids.
Man, it's a pretty nice shot, I'm telling you.
So our science Olympians. Here's a 37-yard attempt. Diego Salinas. High snap, it's a fake. He's going to throw it in. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. It's going to be a touchdown. It's at the 50. It's still going at the 20. And a touchdown. Another special team score from the Bulldogs tonight. This time, Pablo De La Rosa with the intercept and the 80-yard run back for Pater.
What discipline by the Bulldog defense. They were not tricked, Mark. I didn't think the Jackets would try to do something like that. And boy, did that backfire.
That was the worst possible thing that could have happened for Edcouch Elsa on that play. So they go for the fake. It looked like it was well executed, but De La Rosa read that perfectly.
That's what you call defensive discipline. De La Rosa. And Mark, you never do that, but you called it a touchdown almost when he was at midfield, and you knew he was wide open.
It was something. Cáceres hits the extra point, and it's a 28-7 lead. Now with 55 seconds left, here's another look at the touchdown. You see the holder, who is Amaya, is also a quarterback, stood up and threw. Yeah, that was caught, picked off by De La Rosa. Ran all the way. A game effort by Amaya to chase him down. And a 28-7 lead here for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs have touchdowns from a punt return and an interception return here tonight.
It's been the special teams, Mark. 14 points. Anytime you score 14 points in special teams, I mean, that's not a special team play, but I mean, it's just like because it was a field goal kick. The special team for the Yellow Jackets did not execute. So poor execution by them cost them 7 points. And of course, that beautiful punt return by Short for another 7 points.
Second turnover of the game by the Yellow Jackets. Both have been costly, leading to Bulldog touchdowns.
The other thing is, you know, it hurts your momentum. You're getting ready to make it a closer game, and you lose points and you give up points. So that's demoralizing for a team.
Last 55 seconds of the half. This is fielded at the 5-yard line across the 10. Has some room at the 20, and then is brought down from behind just short of the 30. About a 25-yard return there for Villapando.
Aiden Ayala in on the tackle just right before he was going to explode for more yards.
So Yellow Jackets have one timeout to work with, 45 seconds. Here's another look at that touchdown play. Maya, the holder on that play, chased him almost the entire length of the field. Never giving up.
Well, here's where the Jackets really have to be careful because they don't want to have another turnover.
4-man rush for the Bulldogs. Long throw here, and this is picked off. No, ball came out, but very nearly picked off by the Bulldogs. That was Sebastian Ramirez, the senior defensive back. Went up for that, couldn't quite hang on to it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And up here at the press box, Mark, right beside us are the MAC High coaching staff, and they seem to be a fun group. You can hear them When they thought they had the interception, you could hear them all celebrating through the window here. And then they noticed the ball was on the floor and they said, oh.
Yeah, big groan from the group up here. There's a toss right, Mercado flag down, and they blow it dead. And this will likely be against the offense.
False start. Number 24 and number 9 were never set. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
That's actually the first penalty on the Yellow Jackets tonight. So 2nd and 15.
I think with 35 seconds to go, what the Coach Cardenas would like is let's just get off the field and start all over in the second quarter, in the second half.
And here's a big hole here for Mercado. Picks up a first down and more. He was about one broken tackle from breaking that one up across to the 42. A pickup of 19 and a first down.
No, maybe not so soon. I mean, that big play, but the clock is running. I don't know why. I thought they would stop it after you get a first down.
Yeah, they do briefly until they get the chain set. And the clock running out under 14 seconds. Bulldogs may have jumped offside. Could be a free play. Pass to the sideline. They'll get out of bounds and stop the clock. Actually lost a yard there on Amaya's catch.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offsides, defense number 58. Holding, offense number 55. Those penalties offset, it'll replay first down.
So the penalties offset, and the team that loses is actually the Jackets because they lost time. And the clock is now running, so that probably the last play of the game, so we're going to go into.
That's a good point. You don't get the down or the time back. And here's a short pass as the clock was running. And the Yellow Jackets will leave one timeout on the table as they go to the locker room down 28-7 at halftime. And now it's time for the Yellow Jackets marching band, followed by the Mackay Bulldogs marching band. And we'll also have a special golden moment to honor some terrific kids coming up at the break. Right now, it's Mackay 28 and Edcouch Elsa 7.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
Oh, that guy, that the referee that ran off, he, you know that guy that I always talk to whenever we see, like his daughter plays volleyball with Addie, and they're real good friends. That's his little brother. Yeah, his daughter. But they look almost alike. Apparently, like him and his Marco Martinez. This guy's name is Marvin. I guess everybody was just, no, he was here. Twice, everybody was. I did not.
G. Guzman. Band Marcher of the Week is the magnificent, melodious, melodic, tuneful, harmonious, the mighty Chris Hernandez. Drum Major, is your band ready? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the performance.
I'm waiting at her.
Ladies and gentlemen, entertaining you tonight are the fabulous McAllen Steppers. The Steppers are under the direction of Rachel Castillo and assisted by Yellow Soto. Steppers, the field is yours.
Taking the field with the McAllen Steppers are the Stepper Cheer Clinic participants. The annual McAllen Stepper and Cheerleader Clinic was held on Saturday, September 6th for girls and boys ages 4 to 14. The Steppers and cheerleaders would like to thank their clinic sponsors. They are Eagle Eye Inspectors, DHR Health Burn Services, Dr. R.D. Edwards, Barbecue Smokehouse, and TBE Tax and Notary. Officers for the Steppers are Captain Junior Miranda Gutierrez, First Lieutenant Senior Serenity Moran, Second Lieutenant Sophomore Tessie Macias. Stepper of the Week is Mia Salazar. And now, McAllen High School is pleased to present the 2025 premiere of the Pride of Mac High, your Battling Bulldog Band. The band is under the field direction of drum major Sienna Abrego, Kayla Mendez, and Esteban Garcia. Color guard student of the week is Brianna Berkeley. Band students of the week are Ian Rodriguez, Christian Morales, Jocelyn Soto. The section of the week is the color guard. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to tonight's halftime show. Our adventure begins with the dreamy electro-pop song about wonder, nostalgia, and the feeling of escaping into a world of imagination with Fireflies by Owl City. Then, we take you to a world of sweeping melodies, vibrant rhythms, and moments of deep emotion with Dvorak's New World Symphony. We will then perform a vibrant, high-energy anthem that pulses with intense emotion, undeniable confidence with Rihanna's Only Girl in the World, featuring Stepper Lieutenant Tessie Macias. So, ladies and gentlemen, put down those nachos and put your hands together. Let's hear it for the pride of Mac High, the McAllen High School Battling Bulldog Band. Drum majors, Sienna Abrego, Kayla Mendez, Esteban Garcia, the field is yours.
September is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and McAllen ISD is joining the Go Gold campaign. Please cast your eyes on the scoreboard to watch this short video. As you look around the stadium tonight, you can see gold everywhere. Gold ribbon sleeves are being worn by coaches and students, all in support of a special cause. In conjunction with the Greater Gold Foundation and wristband sponsor HEB, McAllen ISD is kicking off National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month by going gold. Did you know that the average age of children diagnosed is just 6 years old? And more than 40,000 children undergo cancer treatment each year. It is our mission to assist in creating awareness for childhood cancer. It is our hope that awareness will lead to finding for research that will one day lead to a cure for a disease that does not discriminate. In the center of the field, we have two students. Humberto Guzman is from Achieve Early College High School, and Alessandra Morales is from Mac High. They are each joined by their family members. Here from the Greater Gold Foundation, we have Miss Nanette Ortiz. Also joining them and representing our school board is Trustee Sofia Peña. Representing McAllen ISD's leadership is our Deputy Superintendent, Miss Lorena Garcia, Associate Superintendent, Dr. Rosaba de Hoyos, Associate Superintendent, Miss Jeanette Nino, and our Chief Human Resources Officer, Dr. Albert Canales. Please help us express our support for brave fighters like Humberto and Alessandra. Help us admire the survivors and honor the taken. We will never give up hope.
Edwin, take him.
Here come the Battling Bulldogs.
Yellow Jacket fans, get on your feet. Here come your jackets.
In fact, it'll be Mackay to receive to start this second half. In the first half, they had 28 yards rushing, 99 passing, 127 total yards. The offense generated one touchdown, but there were two other touchdowns that both came on the one on the special teams, one on the defense, an 80-yard punt return and an 80-yard interception return for scores. Also had a short run by their quarterback, Waltoff. And for Edcouch Elsa, they had one passing touchdown from their quarterback, Peña, to John Amaya for 27 yards. That scored a touchdown for them, and that's where we are, 28-7, as we get ready to start the third quarter. Edcouch Elsa has 58 yards rushing and 34 passing for 92 total yards. First down, 7-6 in favor of Mackay. There we see Coach Patrick Shelby in his 7th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. Last year they went 4-6 overall, 4-3 in the district race. As we mentioned, they missed out on the playoffs by a narrow margin. Actually lost out on a tiebreaker. Edcouch Elsa 9-3 last year. Both of these teams are 5A schools.
And you never know, Mark. They could meet now in the playoffs, depending on enrollment, or you just never know.
Yep, it could happen. As Edcouch Elsa competes in District 16 5A Division 2 and Mackay in 16 5A Division 1.
Or maybe they can't meet. There's so much that goes into the playoffs.
So here to be Diego Salinas to kick off for Edcouch Elsa. To be fielded at the 9-yard line. We're across the 20 and down at the 24. There's a short return there by Joaquin Alvarez for Mackay.
Brandon Ibarra on a nice open field tackle.
It's another look at it here. Nice shot there of the football. Coming into the hands of Alvarez. And he was brought down by the defender, Ivan Garza, a freshman playing on the varsity.
That's pretty big anytime you're a freshman on a varsity team.
Here we go on 1st and 10. Mackay at their own 25-yard line. And Waltoff wants to go deep on first down and incomplete. Looks like it was intended for the kick returner there, Alvarez. They had a couple of other receivers downfield as well.
Bulldogs right off the bat, they're not going to sit on a lead. I mean, 28-7, it looks like a comfortable lead, but this is high school football. At any moment, things can change, so you got to keep the foot on the pedal and try to get as many points as you can when you have that opportunity.
Here's a handoff. Picks up a yard. That's Morley.
And now we're going to have a passing down for sure. 3rd and 9. Bulldogs have been successful on 3rd down conversions, and the passing attack has been working pretty well.
Yeah, Bulldogs on 3rd down are 3 for 6. And Waltoff, a throw over the middle intended for his receiver Alvarez, but incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But that's exactly what the Jacket defense needed, a stop. They need to have the Bulldogs stay on the field for a long time.
Well, actually very nearly intercepted there by Israel Campos.
Actually should have probably been intercepted. It's probably the first pass of Waltoff that wasn't right where it needed to be.
Yeah, Campos there, yeah, probably could have had a touchdown if he'd been able to hang on to that. Saw Pablo De La Rosa of Mackay intercept one in the first half. He ran back 80 yards for a touchdown. This takes a huge Bulldog bounce, won't be returned. It's going to continue to roll. This is a huge, huge punt here by Mackay. And it's going to be killed at the 16-yard line. And Edcouch Elsa will start way back.
That was like a 58-yard punt. Another good special teams play for the Bulldogs. Have dominated that area of the football game. So one thing we saw in the first half, Mark, the Bulldog defense did a good job of not allowing Edcouch to run the ball consistent.
And here on first down, they'll hand this off. Mercado trying to break it outside, cross the 20 to about the 21 before he's wrestled down by the linebacker, Brian Pettis. Oliver Schwartz also in there on the tackle. 5-yard pickup by Mercado.
Play was meant to go up the middle. Did a good job of taking it outside. And number 23, is that Riley? Riley Osley.
Here's a handoff. Mercado trying to bounce it outside, is wrapped up and brought down by the cornerback, Aiden Ayala. And this will bring up 3rd and short.
But that's basic football, Mark. You can run the ball and get those positive yards. At least 4 on every carry. You're going to be in business.
Bulldogs look like they want to bring the house here. Well, sometimes teams will blitz on a running down just because they want to plug the gap in every hole. And it looks like what they're doing here is Mercado tries to bounce it outside, does, picks up the first down, and is down about the 29-yard line. And that's the one, I guess the one weak spot of a blitz. If you blitz and the other team can get a runner outside, it can be all over. He picked up the first down. We see the train going by. Even the train they want to check out the score of the game. See what's going on. First down here for the Yellow Jackets. Trying to run this outside and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere on that play, and that's just the Bulldog defense. They just gave up a first down, and now they bring in 4 or 5 defenders. I've noticed that the whole game, Mark. There's been a lot of gang tackling.
Yeah, Saul De La Rosa was the one who turned him up inside so Schwartz could make the tackle. I think Fletcher Frisbee was also in there on that, the defensive tackle. Got the twins out there, the Frisbee brothers, both playing on the defensive line. And here's Garcia. He's wrapped up at about the 32, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's basically the game of football where the Bulldogs are trying to put the Jackets in like a 3rd and long situation. But that's not their strength, putting the ball in the air.
See another look at it here. Garcia tried to cut that up inside. Terrific open field tackle there. I think that was De La Rosa. Wrapped him up initially. So 3rd down and 8. Jackets 2 for 5 on 3rd down. Pena looking for an open man. And was trying to hit Amaya. Would have been good enough for a first down, but it goes incomplete.
And anytime you have that much time to throw the ball, you can't find a receiver. And that's what everybody calls a coverage. Kind of like a coverage defense. Give credit to the entire secondary. Nobody's going to get credit for that play, but there's no stat that maybe they should have where it's a good defensive play by the defensive backs and the safeties, and they get credit for a point or something.
So on 4th and 8, Salinas will be out to punt. This will be their 3rd punt of the game for Edcouch Elsa. Good protection. It's going to be kicked away from the returner. The returner was Alvarez, and it'll go out of bounds. The Mackay will get the ball with 7:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. By the way, all the home football games of the Bulldogs, Mustangs, and Warriors are broadcast on McAllen ISD's YouTube page. Games are also archived there, so you never have to miss a game. It's all season long. And we have past years, too. So Bulldogs start off at their own 33. Here they hand it off. Morley trying to bounce it outside. Has some room there. And got up to about the 45.
That play didn't look like it was going to go anywhere, but Morley, using his speed, was able to get some positive yardage. Play was meant to go upfield. Morley noticed there was an opening to the right side.
Holding.
Pretty nice
Offense
run,
number 10. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Wow. Yeah, that wipes out a 13-yard run.
It was a possession kind of holding. Ball goes back to the, I believe the 20, where is it? Yeah, the 23-yard line, but it's now going to be first and 20 something.
Yeah, I think first and 20. So at their own 23-yard line, shotgun snap. Woltoff maybe trying to set up the screen, now rolls out. And another flag is down as the ball goes incomplete.
That could be a defensive holding on the pass. But did you notice how Woltoff got out of that? He looked like he was going to be sacked, Mark. He did a great quick first step.
Ineligible linemen downfield. McAllen number 68 and 74. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is second down.
Somebody went downfield. One of the linemen went downfield before he should have. He probably thought that Woltoff was going to take off.
So second down and 20 now. McAllen will put two receivers to the left. That will be Henderson and also Cedillo. Two receivers to the right, Aleman and Jones. And now throwing left, intended for Henderson, is caught by Henderson, makes a move at the 40. And I think they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So almost could have been a big play, but still goes for 14 yards.
That's a good second and 20 play where you got yourself about 14 yards. Good pass by Woltoff.
You can see Henderson a little bit frustrated there, thinking he just had one man to beat to really put some yards out there.
Could have been interesting for sure.
But it'll be third down and 7 now. And Woltoff throws, and this is caught. It looks like Aleman, who is hit immediately. Well, it's not Aleman, it's Cedillo. Cedillo does a great job hanging on to the football, and they'll move the chains.
And since the defense has put a lot of emphasis on Henderson and on Cinco Jones, then the other receivers, they can make an impact because they're going to be open.
Bulldogs 4 for 8 on third down now. Here, first and 10, there's Morley. Crosses over into Jacket territory where he's wrestled out at the 48, but there is a flag down.
Holding.
Tackle on
offense
the play
number
by
5.
Andre Martinez.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Penalty looks like against the Bulldogs.
Probably a holding.
See a stiff arm there by Morley. Then he crashed into Martinez there at the end. It's the 7th penalty on the Bulldogs. The halfway point of the third quarter. Here's Woltoff. Pump fake, now going long, right side for Jones, and incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Martinez. And I'll bring up second down and 15.
That's been a pretty good matchup throughout the game. Cinco Jones and Martinez. All you got to do is at least give your receiver an opportunity, and that's what Woltoff did.
It was a great job of photography there. He got zoomed in on that tight spiral. Then on the official signaling the incompletion. 2nd and 14, Woltoff flushed out of the pocket. Now lobs it and finds an open man. That's Cedillo, and Cedillo all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And that's Woltoff, all Woltoff. He has his special instinct, Mark, that he knows when to scramble, and then he could have run with the ball, but it was a better decision to throw the pass to Craig Cedillo. And boy, he's looking very impressive, Mark.
That puts Woltoff over 150 yards passing now, and here is running the football, and he takes it all the way for another first down, all the way inside the 15-yard line.
That's something I was talking to offensive coordinator Philip Romero. He was real proud of his offensive line and his receivers, but he also was raving about how Woltoff has come along very well so early in the season with some good numbers.
Israel Campos with the tackle. We're at the 14-yard line now, 1st and 10. Alvarez to the right.
Penalty time.
And another penalty flag on the far side of the field.
False start. Offense number 18. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Not sure who the penalty was on. Ball start.
Those are the little things that you know Coach Shelby is going to clean up, especially by the time they get to the district games in 2 weeks.
And here's Woltoff to throw. Man, wide open. Caught at the 10. That's Alvarez fighting, extends his arm. It's a touchdown. How about that? Joaquin Alvarez with huge second effort, and the Bulldogs go up 34-7.
The effort, Mark, the effort was incredible. By Joaquin Alvarez, the junior receiver. You saw Coach excited there for his receiver.
7 plays, 67 yards for the touchdown. The Bulldogs extend their lead to 34-7. Here's the snap. Kick is up and away by Cáceres, and he is now 5 for 5 in the game now. 35-7 with 4:35 to play in quarter number 3. We're going to do the smile cam now. And plenty of stuff for the Bulldog fans to smile about here this evening. Smile cam.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Morris principal that's here in the game tonight.
Bulldogs have their district opener next week. That'll be against La Jolla Juarez Lincoln. That'll be their district opener. So this is the last tune-up basically before district play begins. We'll have 7 games in district. Well, that ball bounced just barely in the end zone. Had it bounced at the 1, nearly died. Matt Kai is going to play the ball as if it's live, but it had already been blown dead. Well, let's take another look at the touchdown now.
Look at the effort, Mark.
Yeah, great pass now. Yeah, watch Alvarez here. Grabbed by 1 man, now by 2 men, and still fighting, and got that ball over. Has to break the plane of the goal line, which is part of the end zone.
Well, the Bulldogs are looking very well going into district play next week. I'm sure the Huskies are going to be concerned about playing this high-powered offense, the Bulldogs.
See Mercado on the run there, picks up a couple yards.
Here's the thing that's making the Bulldogs look good early in the season, Mark, when you have your offense clicking and your defense is not looking bad at all.
Yeah, defense has played, certainly in terms of scoring, allowed their best game so far this season. They're on second down at 8, kind of a draw play here, but nowhere to go. Tries to pitch it back to the quarterback, and the ball comes loose. I think the Yellow Jackets might have gotten it back. Still fighting down there for it. And the Yellow Jackets do come away with it. Offensive lineman.
The ruling on the field was a backwards pass that was recovered by Edcouch. It'll be third down.
Jackets avoided more disaster. There's that Bulldog defense that we're talking about.
You saw the ball knocked away by the Mackay defender. That was Hayden Helgeson, junior linebacker, number 15. He knocked the ball loose after they tried to pitch it back to the quarterback. So loss all the way back to the 21. Middle screen. Mercado is there and is brought down immediately. Well defended there by the Bulldogs. And I think that was Riley Owsley, the rover. Came up and read that play beautifully. It'll be 4th down and 10. There's another look at it. You can see Frisbee tried to block the pass on the rush. And then Mercado brought down immediately. Actually, Brian Bettis on the tackle linebacker. And I think Housley was also involved.
You can see how Schwartz is all excited, and he should be. He's also having a great game.
Here's the punt. It's going to be muffed at the 35. Now he's able to pick it up and pick up 1 yard to the 36. The Bulldogs will set up from there with 2:05 to play in the third quarter, and they are up 35-7. Here's our next games for each of these teams. We mentioned the Bulldogs, their district opener against La Jolla Juarez Lincoln. That'll be right here at DQ Fan Field on Thursday night. Then we'll have a Friday night with the Memorial Mustangs, and of course Edcouch Elsa taking on the Edinburgh Bobcats. They'll be back at home at Yellow Jacket Stadium. Our next webcast, there you saw it, Juarez Lincoln against Mackay, and that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff instead of 7:30 since they are on a school night. Bulldogs at their own 36. Flag is down. They give it to Morley. Bounces it outside. Little stiff arm. Picks some good yardage there. But this might come back.
Something I've noticed about Morley running, he quickly notices when there's nothing up the field, he'll go outside. But instead of going out of bounds, he
illegal formation, offense, 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
5-yard penalty on the Bulldogs, and that's something for sure Coach Shelby is going to be talking a lot about for the game next week, that they got to avoid all these small penalties that's just hurting his team.
That's 9 penalties now on the Bulldogs compared to just 1 penalty on the Yellow Jackets tonight. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. 1st and 15, Bulldogs at their 31. Woltoff flushed out, and now it's going to be sacked. It's initially caught by Caleb Sandoval, and then the tackle finished off by Jeremiah Sandoval. Jeremiah, sophomore.
Woltoff has time, but notices that his receiver is not open, so he tried to make something out of nothing. And the good news is that he didn't throw the ball away, or much better, he did not throw an interception. Turnover.
Yeah, playing smart football there. Woltoff stands his ground this time, and this one nearly picked off. So I think he overthrew his man, nearly intercepted by Ricky Ruiz.
That's probably one of the few passes tonight that was not a good pass. There was a lot of activity and a lot of white shirts around it.
I think it was intended for Cinco Jones. We saw a shot of him, and he was in the left of the screen there. It was kind of overthrown if it was intended for him. And this brings up 3rd and 18 now. They lost 8 yards on the sack, and now the incompletion. 5 receivers in the pattern. Woltoff flushed out again and is sacked for the second time. That's probably the best defensive stance Edcouch Elsa's had all night. There's a sack there. Jeremiah Sandoval again. So he's Sandoval with 2 sacks on the same possession.
Did a good job of penetrating and making sure not only did they contain Woltoff, because on other plays similar to that, he was able to scramble and get some positive yardage, but not this time.
So Bulldogs into punt for just the second time. It's going to be high and short, it looks like. Goes out of bounds right around midfield. It's going to be in Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line. And so Edcouch Elsa, after a great defensive stance, will now have excellent field position in Bulldog territory. Just 21 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll see if Edcouch Elsa can get something going here.
And pretty much you know that you're not going to win this game, Mark. So what Coach Cardenas wants to do is build on a momentum for the following week. Finish strong.
And here's Mercado. Gets 3 yards up to the 45.
Here's where you're starting to look at plays that might be working next week. Or the same thing goes for the Bulldogs, that even though they have this game in their hands, they want to continue to play hard and tough as we ended up the third quarter.
Into the third, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the fourth in a moment. Mackay leading 35-7.
The McAllen Education Foundation proudly supports teachers.
Since 1996, the foundation has funded innovative teacher grants worth more than $550,000.
And benefited close to 60,000 of our students.
These grants allow us to explore our imaginations and open new worlds for our students.
They raise funds by hosting a bowling tournament and helping with the superintendent's golf tournament.
And we appreciate those sponsors who'd made it happen.
You can help too by donating at the McAllen Education Foundation website.
Thank you, McAllen Education Foundation, for all that you do.
Back for the fourth quarter, a pass incomplete, intended for Amaya on 2nd and 7. And that'll bring up third down now for the Yellow Jackets.
That's a missed opportunity there. Amaya was open, but the pressure caused the quarterback to throw it a little bit sooner than he probably wanted to.
Bulldogs outscored the Yellow Jackets 7-0 in the third quarter to increase their 28-7 lead at halftime to 35-7. Here on 3rd and 7, they're going to throw this. Caught, first down. That's Amaya to the 31-yard line.
That was an excellent pass right on the money to Amaya. Helps the Jackets to get a much-needed first down.
Now 3 for 8 on third downs. So they get the conversion there. And here Pena steps up into the pocket, has a man open, Amaya, but unable to connect. And it'll bring up second down.
And that play, it could be that Amaya will look at the field.
Timeout for injury.
A lot of open field in front of him, but he decided to pass it.
35-7 our score. We've got a timeout on the field. Here's a look at the Bulldogs schedule. And as you can see with those asterisks, they're going to start up district play next Thursday here at DQ Fan Field. They take on the Juarez Lincoln Huskies, and then Edinburgh Bella Sabercats on the 26th, and then their bye week. And Edinburgh Bella will also be here at this stadium, by the way. October 10th, they'll be against the Memorial Mustangs right here. And then they take on La Jolla Palmview on October 17th. They'll be at Rio Grande City on the 24th. And then Mission and Rowe on October 30th and November 7th. So of their remaining games, only one is away from this stadium.
That's a pretty nice little schedule.
Yeah. And here's the Yellow Jackets schedule. They'll be back at home against the Edinburgh Bobcats next week. That'll also be a Thursday game. And then a week after that, they'll host the Port Isabel Tarpons, followed by their bye week. Then they start up district play against Mercedes on the road. Then they've got Brownsville Porter and Brownsville Pace, followed by PSJA Southwest, and then Brownsville Lopez to finish it up on November 7th.
To 40 seconds.
16-5A Division II. Of course, Mercedes and Edcouch Elsa, that's one of the classic rivalries.
Please
in
set the
Valley
play
history.
clock to 40 seconds.
Bragging
Thank
rights.
you.
Yep, Tigers and Yellow Jackets. Two Mid-Valley powers. And here is 2nd and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. Bulldogs may have stepped offside. Long throw, and it's incomplete. Amaya, the receiver, had run out of bounds anyway, so it would not have counted as a completion.
Offside.
Maybe
Defense
the
number
official
94.
throws cap
5-yard
down to
penalty.
indicate
Replay
a,
second down.
eligible receiver is no longer eligible, basically, as he ran out of bounds. So you're not allowed to run out of bounds and come back in, like basketball. Here's another look at it. Complete, and you can see the official, well, just out of your screen, but threw his cap down. 3rd down, or 2nd and 5 now. Two receivers left, two to the right. Bania wants to run it. Bulldogs read it. And he's strung out all the way to the end.
I think there should be a penalty there, Mark, but
Coach is getting excited. We'll take another look at it here as Pablo De La Rosa was giving chase.
no, he was on his way out, so it was pretty close.
Looking for a possible late hit there.
Almost, but the runner was still in bounds when he got hit.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
So 3rd down, loss of about 5 yards. Bania to throw, being chased. Here comes Frisbee, and it's going to let this one go. It's the better part of Valor there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good pressure by the defense again, making it very difficult for Jason Peña, just a junior.
And we see Peña there. Peña came into tonight with 150 yards passing, averaging almost 11 yards per completion. Here's a throw. This is tipped up in the air and incomplete. It's intended for Aiden Garcia. And Bulldogs had a little chance of an interception there. That was 4th down, by the way. So it'll be a turnover on downs.
Another impressive stop by the Bulldog defense. And you have to know that defensive coordinator Frank France has to be pleased by the performance of the Bulldog defense tonight.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets a little bit too far out for the field goal attempt. Decide to go for the 1st down. Bulldogs still have a long way to go. 71 yards away. I'll put 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Woltoff wants to run it and is going to be caught in the backfield.
Nowhere on that one.
And that was Sandoval, Caleb Sandoval that time.
And another coach on the Bulldog side for Coach Patrick Shelby. That's probably having a great time is Special Teams Coordinator Omar Garcia. Special teams for the Bulldogs have done a wonderful job scoring on a punt, good field position.
Bulldogs have had a tough time running tonight, only 31 yards rushing. Swoltoff wants to throw. Now flushed out, almost caught, fires! Oh, and it threw into a handful of jackets there. Thrown into a beehive, I guess.
Right.
And lucky that wasn't
Time
picked
out
off. And a
for
couple
injury.
of players are shaken up. They may have collided.
Yeah, I think they did. It's unfortunate.
So with a timeout on the field, 9:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. So we'll have a doubleheader next week. You saw we're going to have Mackay and La Jolla Juarez Lincoln on Thursday. Then we'll have McAllen Memorial taking on Rio Grande City in their district opener on Friday, September 19th.
Good news is the player is up, walking off the field.
Mm-hmm. So the Bulldogs facing a 3rd and 12 when we come back here. They are just 4 for 9 on 3rd down tonight.
I think the receivers are due for a big play. We haven't heard from them. Or maybe the coaches are not showing all their plays here.
Yeah, that's always kind of a careful balance in non-district games is how much do you show? I mean, you want to do enough to win the game, but there might be certain plays you want to keep in your repertoire.
You got it.
Till we get to district play.
So let's see if Jones or Henderson will be targeted on these plays.
And here's Waltoff being flushed out again, and another sack here by Edcouch Elsa. That's their 3rd on the last 2 drives. And the Bulldogs will have to punt it.
Derek Cardenas was excited. He should be.
Loss of 9 on the play.
Very nicely done. So they're forcing a punt.
Bulldogs have punted. This will be 2 straight possessions now where they've had to punt the football. You see back to receive is Israel Campos. Punter is Oliver Schwartz. There's a high snap. Quickly gets it off as there was a rush coming in. And this will go out of bounds with no return, or actually it stays inbounds and takes a big Bulldog roll all the way down to the 35-yard line. And that's where Edcouch Elsa will take over with 8.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter.
And all the breaks or the bounces are going the Mackay Bulldog way all night long. Fan cam.
Yep, fan cam. Fans are into it.
She loves the steppers.
Loves the steppers, yeah, stepper fan. Gives me a chance to mention, you may have seen at halftime, all the steppers performed with the little baby steppers out there. They had about 150 elementary students who attended the clinic earlier this month, and then they got their reward for attending the clinic was getting to perform at halftime of one of the Bulldog games. And so we saw those little girls had the thrill of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
out there.
I was there at halftime, and I could see all the little girls smiling. And in that last defensive possession, Mark, there was like 7 Bulldogs in on that tackle. A lot of hustle. They're all swarming the bees. I don't even want to mention the bees, Mark. About 2 months ago, I got attacked by some African killer bees.
Oh, my goodness. Four down lineman here for Mackay. Pena rolling out. Throws toward the sideline. Man has the catch, and they're going to say it is a catch. Kept his feet in and everything. A good technique there by Villapando.
Villapando would be the only one that could catch that ball.
Actually, he's short of the first down, though, by about 2 yards. Still a 7-yard pickup. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Clock running, or actually stopped at 7:48 at the moment. It was a zone blitz. And the handoff gets up to the 45, a gain of 2, and it'll bring up, might be enough for a first down.
It should be a good second effort right there by Aiden Garcia. Got him the first down.
See the replay. Both these teams still going hard, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's high school football.
See Mercado in the backfield. It's a pistol formation. Pena, this looks like a designed run here as he's able to turn upfield and cross into Bulldog territory to the 49, a pickup of 6 there.
You know, and on that play as Pena's rolling out and running, I counted like 6 Bulldogs right behind him. Look at all those, that purple in the screen. I mean, this is a team that hustles. They're all over the field. There's a lot of speed. It's going to be a tough defense to deal with.
Yeah, Oliver Schwartz and Riley Owsley have been involved in a ton of tackles tonight, both involved in that one. It was a good job by Owsley actually to string that out. Took on the blocker and still helped make the tackle. Mercado rushes forward on 2nd down and 4. It looks like he has enough for the first down. Yeah, pick up of 4 yards.
Yellow Jackets, first down.
Jackets get a first down out of it.
Ball spotted, Bulldog territory. The
They've got 10 first downs in this game, 9 for Mackay. Both teams have had big plays for scores tonight. The halfway point of the 4th quarter. Man goes in motion, and they'll flip it to him. That's Villapondo, and he has a lot of room, first down and more, and wrestled down at about the 25-yard line, a 20-yard pickup.
That's the first time the Jackets were able to gain like 20 yards on a running play. Very good blocking.
Yeah, probably their best run from scrimmage tonight.
And like you said, Mark, there's no quit on no one on either side. Everybody's still playing hard.
There's Coach Patrick Shelby. On his 7th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. First and 10 here for the Jackets. He runs it up to about the 16. This is going to be Aiden Garcia. Or actually the 21, I should say. Gain of 4. That'll put the Jackets at 100 yards rushing for tonight.
And you know, Mark, now that we're in week 3, this district is going to be lots of fun for the rest of the season with all the district games. It does appear that there's one team, PSJ North, with the high numbers of scores that they've had, that's going to be the team to beat in this district. But after that, Mark, there's like 5-6 teams that are, all the matchups are going to be very tight between Bella, Memorial, Mackay, Nicky Rowe, and Palmview. So it's going to be an exciting district.
Yeah, Mercado getting the carry here. We see the replays wrapped up in the backfield by Briones and Frisbee. It's Cash Frisbee. And Russell down back at the line of scrimmage. So it brings up 3rd down and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. Probably 2-down territory at this point. So just over 4 minutes remaining. Both teams still have all of their timeouts. And Pena rolls out. Aiden Garcia stays in the block. Pena throwing toward the end zone, out of bounds. You saw was just knocked down for good measure by Elijah Schwartz. Who has a touchdown earlier tonight on an 80-yard punt return.
And that's the thing about today's game, Mark, that the defense, if you take a look at the scouting report of the Bulldog defense, is just a defense that's all over the field. They hustle. They're going to make it hard.
See the Bulldog cheerleaders under Coach Cassandra Clemens.
They're always, all these McAllen ISD cheerleader squads, they're always winning national titles. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, certainly very competitive as well. You know, they finished in the, I think Memorial was in the top 15
False start
last year.
Everybody but the center. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
He said everybody moving but the center, which means the center didn't know the snap count. Everyone else did.
He forgot.
But it does happen. You see the center doesn't move there and realizes that he missed the snap count. 5-yard penalty. That's only the 2nd penalty on the Yellow Jackets. So now they'll attempt the field goal here on 4th and long. Instead of going for it, this will be from the 33, so a 43-yard attempt.
Look at this.
High enough.
Look at this.
Oh, my goodness, plenty long enough and good.
That could have been from 50.
43 yards by Diego Salinas. And Edcouch Elsa has 10 on the board.
Good leg right there, which can be very important in close games.
Okay, we'll go to break. And with the score, McAllen 35, Edcouch Elsa 10, 3:49 to go. And you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in. And welcome back. 35-10 our score. McAllen in front. Just under 4 minutes to go. See Coach Patrick Shelby. And the kick receiving team about to go back out there.
Coach Patrick
Some young
Shelby,
fans right there. Go ahead.
7 years already. So it seems like only yesterday, as we also take a look at the principal and the athletic director.
Yeah, I saw them in the foreground there, Mrs. Friedland and Mr. McClenny.
But getting back to Coach Shelby, I mean, if you talk to him, Mark, he's just one of the nicest, most classiest guy you ever want to talk to.
Oh, he is. Indeed, he is. Oh, Finn Henderson back there to receive. Won't go to him, though. Be fielded at the 5-yard line here, up across the 20, then hit at the 25, and down goes Joaquin Alvarez.
Joaquin Alvarez on the kickoff return.
You know, we talked about early, Mark, about how the Bulldogs have a lot of seniors, starters, and they showed it today.
Yeah, 17 seniors are starting on offense and defense out of 22 starters. So they've got a team that picked up some good experience last year as they were in the playoff chase all the way to the final whistle. And this year, hoping to get through into the postseason. Memorial and Rowe also looked improved from last year as well, as Woltoff keeps it himself, crosses the 25, it's up near the 30. Actually, he's going to be at the 27, so gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here. Bulldogs really looking to run out the clock here, pick up a couple of first downs. Just over 3 minutes remaining of the clock running. Neither team is going to use timeouts. Here's the shot of the defender, Campos. He's had a couple of big plays. Here's Hunter Morley on the run. Actually, a new running back, has a lot of run. First down and more, all the way up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And on his first carry, that was Alfredo De Leon, sophomore running back.
This is where they get their opportunities to try to show their coaches that if you need a running back, I'm ready. Here's the score in the fourth quarter. Mercedes Tigers 22, the Row Warriors 14.
That's another matchup of two 5A teams. And here's quarterback. This is a new quarterback in there. He's run it up to about the 49 before he's forced back. That's Greg Cedillo. He's listed as a wide receiver, but he can also play a quarterback. He's the backup to Wolthoff.
McAllen Mustangs played against the San Antonio Johnson Jaguars, and
this is the 2-minute timeout.
They lost 38-10.
That was played last night. We've got the 2-minute timeout right now. 2 minutes left. It's 35-10. We'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student is $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford, or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And welcome back. You might have seen that commercial a moment ago for Sames McAllen Ford as a partnership for the second straight year between McAllen ISD and Sames McAllen Ford, in which the two entities will be promoting perfect attendance in high school.
Nice.
Of course, all schools, we want perfect attendance, but for the high school students, they have an extra motivation. If they can get perfect attendance in 6-week chunks, so 6-week grading periods, they can earn an opportunity to possibly win a free car at the end of the school year. It'll be the second year we've done that. A young man from Achieve Early College High School won it last year.
Wow.
And the other schools want another chance
Is it
this
a new
year.
car, Mark? Was it a used
brand
car?
new car, 2026
Okay.
Bronco
Cool.
Sport.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they're serious over there at Sames. We appreciate the partnership and them helping out our kids.
I'd like to send out a shout out to someone that says they love listening to you, Mark. That's Lisa Lancaster. Does that name ring a bell, Lancaster?
Yeah, I think so.
Trader?
Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
But that's the daughter.
And here's a run by the quarterback. That is Cedillo. We're at a minute 15 to go here. Second down and 3 now. The Bulldogs will need to run it just maybe 2 more times. And 55 seconds left in the game. Again, both these teams will play next Thursday. Mackay will be here at DQ Fan Field, taking on the Juarez Lincoln Huskies. Edcouch Elsa will be at home in Edcouch, taking on the Edinburgh Bobcats.
Look at that running, Mark.
Yeah, the sophomore is something else. Some terrific running here by De Leon here in the fourth quarter.
You know that Coach Shelby's looking at this because sometimes the season is so long that you have to spell your starters once in a while.
Picked up 18 yards there. And a fresh set of downs, so actually the Bulldogs won't need to snap it again. 15 seconds left and 17 on the play clock. So that'll be the game, and the Bulldogs will improve to 2-1 on the season. For Edcouch Elsa, it'll be their second straight loss. They'll fall to 1-2. They still have one more a few more games before they get ready for district play, which will be after their bye week break in October when they take on the Mercedes Tigers. And for Mackay, though, next week is the show with the district race starting. And they seem to be better than ever as they seem to have improved each week, starting with the loss and now with 2 straight victories. Mackay wins it 35-10, and even the cricket there is happy to see the Bulldogs come away with the win. Touchdowns tonight for the Bulldogs included Cinco Jones, Elijah Schwartz, the quarterback, McCoy Waltoff, and Pablo De La Rosa. And then it was Alvarez, number 12, Joaquin Alvarez, who also got in the score sheet. So 35-10 our final score. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next Thursday and then Friday as we have a doubleheader next week on our webcast for football. Hope you enjoyed it. For Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May. Our final score, 35-10 Bulldogs. This has been an MITV production.